Aldridge is standing by. DA, of course, always breaking stories and on top of things for us on TNT, NBA.com, and here for us on NBATV. You can also catch him on the beat Tuesday night, 6 o'clock. A little plug there for the show. And I did it again. DA, good to have you on. Give us your take on all of this.
Well, I mean, I think, Kenny pointed it out, and I think there's some truth to that. Look, Allen could be playing right now. He could be playing for a very good team right now, but he's made it clear that he is not interested in anything but starting. And right now, at this point in his career, people do not feel like all of the other stuff that he brings to the table is worth having him on the court if he's only going to be interested in starting. I mean, if he were willing to come off the bench and be a sixth man, he could be playing for 8 to 10 playoff teams right now, playing very well, having a meaningful role, but he's kind of boxed himself in by his insistence on starting. And I'm not judging that insistence, but that's what he's told everybody. And right now, there's not teams that are willing to make that sacrifice. I mean, you think about all the good teams, all the playoff level teams. I mean, if you're San Antonio, are you going to bench Ginobili so that Allen Iverson can start? If you're Boston, are you going to bench Ray Allen so Allen Iverson can start? I mean, these are the real questions our teams have to go through when they're trying to decide whether they're going to bring Allen in or not. So that's why there was only one team that really came after him, and that was Memphis. And when that went sideways, there wasn't another place for him to go. So I think he's retiring, but I think he's going to keep his options open.
You mentioned right now. Those two words stuck out for me when you said that. You talk to people in the league on a daily basis. Were there teams kind of on the bubble that you could see something happening in a relatively short period of time, maybe by the All-Star break? And who are those teams who might come back and say, you know what, Allen, yeah, we wouldn't mind having you play for us?
Well, I think, look, it's any team that would have a need. So I think what you're going to look for is teams that suffer some sort of injury to a starter, a starting point guard or a starting two guard that's going to be out for a significant period of time. Those are the teams that are going to probably reach out. I think Danny Ainge said this morning in the Boston papers that they looked at Allen, and they might look at Allen again if the circumstances are right. So I think if a good team has an injury and needs to bring someone in that knows how to play, then Allen's going to get that call. So I certainly, while I believe Allen in him saying that he's retired right now, I think he will keep his options open. And if an opportunity presents itself during the season or before the playoffs, he certainly would be amenable to that, I think.
D.A., the one thing that it kind of baffles me a little bit is, why did Allen Iverson never come out and say, I don't care where I'm at. I know I could play. I just want to help a team win a championship. And regardless of what that is, I'm going to do that. What is holding him back or held him back from saying that? Because to me, I think the phone calls would have rang. The opportunities that he was looking for would have come if he had just made that one statement.
Yeah, Kenny, that's the $64,000 question, or in his case, the $30 million question. Because I think if he had come out after last year in Detroit and said, I will accept whatever role a good team wants me to do, I don't care what it is, I just want to win a championship, I think there would be at least 4 or 5 teams that would have given him the mid-level exception this summer. I really believe that. And I don't know why Allen painted himself into that corner. Nobody is saying that Allen Iverson is not still a very excellent player in this league. And we know Allen can get 20. If he gets the minutes, he can score 20. But everybody knows that. But at this point in his career, that shouldn't be the most important thing to him. I mean, it's easy for me to say that. It's not my career. It's his career. But, I just think that he could have had that opportunity for a lot of teams if he had let people know that coming off the bench was an option, not limited minutes, but, monitored minutes, let's say, would have been an option. But, he made it quite clear. He expects to start. He expects to play 35 to 40 minutes. He expects to take a bunch of shots. And that's just not something that a lot of teams could give.